Hey guys, what's up? So I wanted to make this video to tell you guys about my awesome night. Last Thursday night, November 8th, I planned to go to the Jezabels concert. Well, they were actually, I don't know if you guys know about the Jezabels. I'll add a picture somewhere around here, I don't know, maybe here. They're my favorite band of all times. I fucking love them. I've loved them for like 3 years. They've been out since like 2009, and I heard of them like recently after they came out with their first EP. And so they were opening for this other British band, Skunk Anansi, here in Madrid. And I saw the poster with my friends about like a month ago, and I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna go. Anyway, long story short, me and my friend Annika were going. We had our tickets and everything, and so doors opened at 7, right? I got off work that day at 1. Annika was getting off at 5, so she got to my house at like 6:15, and we had to take the bus to the venue. And so we got to the venue at about like 7-ish, and there was not a lot of people, so we were waiting in line. We already had the tickets, and then as I go up to the guy to like take my ticket, he's like, ID please. And I don't know about you guys, but I have never been ID'd in any other show that I've been in. So naturally I brought my camera case, 20 euros, and my Metro pass, and that's it. I didn't bring anything else because I didn't need anything. So I didn't have an ID, so I froze, and I told this guy, I was like, I have my Metro pass. It has a picture on it, and I'm gonna show you guys my Metro pass. Sorry for my gnarly cough. So this is my Metro pass, and it's got my picture. So I thought, okay, well, and it's also got my name, obviously. So I was like, I mean, come on, it's an ID, it's got a photo. And he was like, no, that's not valid. You either need your, ID, driver's license, or passport. So I was on the verge of tears. Like, it's been a few times in my life where I've been so scared. Because I was like, fuck, they're opening. They're gonna start playing at 8. It's like 7:20. There's no fucking way in hell that I can make it. Because it took like 30 minutes to get from my house on the bus to the venue. So it's gonna be an hour back, an hour round trip. So Annika just told me, she was like, snap out of it, let's go. So we're running, and I was like, dude, let's take a cab. Like, I'll pay for it. It doesn't matter. So we get on a cab. And I told this lady, I was like, just go to Tocha. So we're on the taxi, and the taxi driver was like the nicest woman on earth. She was so nice, and she was trying really hard to like cut through traffic and everything. And anyways, like when Annika told me to like snap out of it and like start running, I was wearing 2 jackets. I was wearing a leather jacket and then like a big jacket because it's cold. And so I decided to like I had the 2 tickets. I decided to put the tickets like in between my shirt and my leather jacket on my boob. So I thought, okay, there's no way I'm gonna lose them. And they're big, so anyway, so like we're on the taxi literally like 30 seconds before getting to my house. And I go like this, and I can't feel the tickets. And I'm like, Annika, dude, I don't have the tickets. I'm like, did I give them to you? I don't know. I was like in a shock, so I couldn't really, recall what I had done with them. So I can't find them. I gave her my phone, and I was like, dude, call the venue, said we've lost the tickets. There's gotta be a solution to this. I'm gonna go upstairs and get my ID. This is a stupid ID that I had to get. So I run back down. Annika's like, I don't know how to use your phone. Like, I don't know what number it is. Anyways, I get in the car, call the venue, and I'm like, listen, dude, like, we got ID. We had to have our ID So, you know, where we start running, get in a cab, I've lost the tickets. And this guy was like, what do you mean you've lost the tickets? Like, where are they? And I was like, dude, I don't know. Like, if I knew where they were, like, I wouldn't be calling you. So he's like, alright, well, let me put you on hold and see what we can do. So at this point, I was so stressed out. I was, like, so close to, you know, giving up. I was like, there's no way we're gonna make it to the show. So then I went like this, like, to massage my back, because I was so stressed out that I was hurting so much. And I pulled the tickets out of my bag. Somehow they had, like, slipped up and onto my bag. So I was like, shit. And so I just hung up and I was like, fuck it, whatever. And the cab driver was like, oh my god, I'm so glad. Like, I was getting nervous. Long story short, we get to the venue, we're fine. We're actually on time. Got there at like 7:55. And we walked into the venue and it was like almost empty. Like, there were like 30 people. It was a small venue anyways, but like, I'm guessing at least 300 to 500 people could like be there, at least. So there was very, very few people, and I was like almost pretty much like second row, like first, second row. At this point I was like, dude, I could not be happier right now. So the Jezabels get on stage, I like start losing it, and they opened with A Little Piece, which is my absolute favorite song. And that moment, just being there after, you know, being so scared that I wasn't gonna make it, and actually seeing them play live, they're absolutely wonderful. Like, you would not believe it. It sounds just like the album. It's incredible. It's amazing how talented they are. And so, you know, they played for about like 45 minutes. They played songs from like their old EPs and their new album. So anyways, they're done. And I turned to my friend Annika and I was like, dude, do you think there's any way that I can like go meet them? And she's like, I don't know. So I literally just turned around and ran off. And so I went up the stairs and I talked to this dude that worked at the venue, and I was like, listen, that band that just played is like my favorite band and has been for a long time. So do you know if there's anything that I can do to meet them? He was like, I don't know, like they're backstage, I really don't know, like I just looked for the venue. So I was like, man, please, like I know you know something. And he literally didn't know, poor guy. So he said, well, you know, your best shot will be to wait for them outside by the bus. So then like it was like the stage, and then there was like a bar next to it, and then a door. And then, so that door opened, and people started coming out of it, like, holding instruments and shit. So I was like, do you think, I asked this dude, I was like, how about that door? Like, do you think there's gonna be anyone, like, who could possibly walk out that door? He said, well, I don't know. Who knows? So then I was like, I'm just gonna give it a shot. So as I'm going down the stairs, I look down, and I see Haley Mary, the lead singer, and I absolutely lost it. Like, I lost it, and I screamed at her. I was like, Haley, dude. And so she looks up at me, and I'm like, can you wait 5 seconds? Like, I've been looking for you everywhere. So she's just like, yeah. So weirded out. So I run down the stairs, and I'm freaking out, and I go up to her, and I'm like, dude, you were awesome on stage. Like, I love you guys. I'm here for you. So like, we're just talking, and she's like, dude, thanks, like, nice to meet you, I'm Haley. And I'm like, I'm Tane, fucking pleasure to meet you. So basically I'm just talking to her, and she's so cool and so down to earth and just an awesome person. And so I'm talking to her, and then Sam, the guitarist, comes out, and so, you know, I said the same thing. He like shook my hand. He was like, really nice to meet you. They're all like, I wish I could, you know, I had this all recorded so I could like show you guys how awesome they are, because they're just so fucking down to earth, and like they make you feel like you're just talking to a friend, basically. Like I felt kind of dumb, like I felt like a fucking groupie, just being like freaked out, like not freaked out, but I was just in such hysterics, you know, like so excited that like, and they were so chill that I was like, dude, they're just people, like yeah, they're fucking talented and you've admired them for like the longest time, but just be a normal person, you know what I mean? Because they're just so cool. And so then this dude came up to us and started talking to us, Ben Cooper, who happens to be a freelance journalist photographer that was working with them for a week of their tour. And so he came up to us and started talking to us, and he's so cool. And then, you know, we're talking to him, just like asking questions about each other. And then Heather, the keyboardist, came out. I said hi to her, introduced myself. And then Nick, the drummer, came out. He's so fucking awesome. So down to earth as well. Like they're all really nice, so nice. And so basically at this point I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe like I actually like had the chance to talk to each one of them for a little bit. And I want to show you guys, this is my ticket, and that's like their signatures. I don't know if you can see it. You see how it says, well, it's covered by Nick's signature, but basically right there between my fingers it says the Jezabels. You can't even tell, but that's Nick's signature, that's Sam, this is Haley, and that's Heather. So yeah, and at this point I'm, you know, like super excited. They go backstage again, and I'm just talking to Ben, and you know, he's super cool. He's telling us about like his work and what he's doing, and we went outside to have a cigarette, and then came back and met Luke, or Boo, their roadie, and he's like the nicest dude. He even went backstage and like got us a drink. God, he's so nice. So like throughout most of the show we were hanging out with Ben and Luke, and about like 20 minutes before Skunk Nancy, by the way, I'd never really heard of Skunk Nancy because I'm dumb and 21, I guess. But oh my god, that woman is awesome. I mean, the whole entire band, of course, and like their music is really cool. She's got so much energy. Like it just, you can't even deal with it. And she knows about what's going up, like what's going on in the world. Like she was talking about like Spanish politics and like the you know, social situation, which to me I was like, wow, dude, like no, not everyone, you know, is so invested in your crowd. So I loved her, and like her show was awesome. So like 20 minutes before the show was over, Ben was like, guys, because we're like standing in the far back, and he was like, guys, why are you like outside of the crowd? Let's just go there because it's a lot cooler. So he like took us to like basically first row, and we watched the last 20 minutes of the show. And I'll add little videos, clips here and there. If not, I'll just make a separate video of all the clips that I recorded, because this is probably gonna be a long video, but it's worth it. So yeah, there was like a mosh pit, and it was so much fun. So after that, Ben was like, okay, let's go back. So we go back to where we had been standing for like the entire show, and then because the mosh pit was like Skunk Nancy's encore, But then she came back on stage. So I took out my iPod and like started recording. And I realized, I looked to my side and then realized that Haley Mary was like standing next to me. Then like Heather, Shannon, and like the rest of the guys. And Nick, the drummer, is dating Anna Pryor. If you guys know Metronomy, if you don't know Metronomy, you should go. I'll try and add a link on here somewhere. Go listen to them because they're amazing. And Anna is Metronomy's drummer. So she was there, and I like looked to the side and I was like, no way, no way. So you know, I'm like watching this show with my favorite band. That doesn't happen to a lot of people. I seriously am one of the luckiest persons alive. So anyways, the show's over, then I like turn around and I'm like, wow, that was awesome, da da da. And so we start talking again, and then they're all like, hey guys, do you know of like a place where we can go? And then Anna was like, I've heard of La Latina, which is a neighborhood. And I was like, yeah dude, like that's kind of close, but I don't really know my way around it, etc, etc. And I was like, well, you know, like there must be somewhere around here, because they had to be back on the bus at 1, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. So I was like, let me GPS it for you guys, and like I'll tell you if there's like any cool place around, or just like any place. And they're so cool. They were like, dude, our standards are low, like don't think that you have to impress us or whatever. Then I had this like awesome conversation about Mexico and like Britain and a lot of things with Anna. She's so cool. And if you watch this, I love you, you're awesome, and I'm gonna take drumming lessons like we said. But anyway, so then they basically were like, yeah guys, like tag along, come with us. What? So at this point I like kept pinching myself, because I was like, I mean, this must be a dream. There's no way. So of course I was like, yeah, sure, why not? They were kicking us out of the place. They had to go backstage and like pack up. So Nick came up to me and he was like, hey, listen, like can you wait for us for 15 minutes, but like by the buses? I was like, yeah, my favorite band is asking me to wait for them. So we went outside, and we were waiting for them by the buses, and then Luke came out to us and he was like, hey guys, what do you want to drink? So like he came out with like little plastic bottles filled with I guess it was rum and coke. I don't know, I can't really differentiate between liquors, so I don't know what it was. It was tasty. Then so we were walking towards the bar, and I was mainly talking to Anna. She's so fucking cool. And then I was talking to Haley as well, and Nick. Annika, my friend, was like talking more with Ben and Luke. So we went to this one bar and we got kicked out because it was a stupid private party, and I was like, oh my god, Spanish people are dumb. So we just went next door, and you know, like we sat down, we all got a drink, and I was like, I don't know guys, it was so amazing, like I can't even tell you. So you know, we all had a drink, and we were just talking. They were asking me about Spain and like whether I liked it or not, like if I liked it more than the US or than Mexico, or than like if I liked Madrid more than Barcelona. So we were just talking about this, and like it was awesome because Nick is from California, Haley's from, you know, Sydney, and then Anna's from England. I can't remember, London, somewhere, England. So it was like 4 different points of view, and we were talking about, you know, like cultural differences, political issues, social issues. I don't know. It was an amazing conversation. which then turned into a gay rights conversation, which was absolute. I still cannot believe that I had that conversation with my favorite band. It was so cool, and they're so awesome. And like they're so fucking down to earth. Like I just want to emphasize that, because I really don't think that, like, had it been another band, you know, that's a bit more famous, or who knows, like, it's just very admirable that they are so fucking down to earth, and they make you feel comfortable, and they don't really, you know, they don't see themselves, you know, above others, not at all. Like, when you're talking to them, you're just normal, you're just like them. I feel like this eye is a lot darker than this one. It's so weird. So yeah, anyway, then Haley went upstairs to the bathroom, and I continued talking to Nick and Anna, and then I went upstairs because I really needed to go to the bathroom as well, and realized that Haley was locked in the bathroom. And in Madrid, for some dumb reason, not only are the light switches outside the bathroom, but they have a timer. So lights go, like, they turn off every, like, minute, which I don't know about you guys, but that is not enough time for me to pee. So I fucking hate it. Like, I literally unbutton my pants before walking into the bathroom every time. So I, like, walked upstairs, and I heard this banging on the door, but there was no one outside. So I, like, went close to the door, and I was like, "Hey dude, are you okay?" And she was like, no, I'm locked in, like, help. So I turned the light on, and she started washing her hands. So I was like, "Do you want me to try to open the door?" So she was like, "Yes." I, like, started, like, you know, hitting the door with my body, and then she was like, "Wait, stop. There's a lock." So, you know, like the little stupid lock. So she unlocked the door and walked out. And she was like, "Shh, let's not talk about it." So then I went back. I went into the bathroom, came back downstairs. I had the amazing opportunity to ask Haley. I don't know if you guys know the song "A Little Piece," but I'm gay. I'm a lesbian, and that song, to me, I can relate so well to that song because of many reasons. But I've always thought of that song as a lesbian song. You know, like, I mean, the lyrics are kind of, like, obvious. So I had the awesome opportunity to talk about that song with Haley, and it was awesome. If you guys want to know what she said, message me. I'll be more than happy to reply. But yeah, it was great. And then we had to walk back towards the venue because they had to get on the bus. And so I was just talking about, I don't know, Florence and the Machine with Haley and Anna, and the XX, and some other bands. Like, they were asking me what other music I listened to. And then I told them, I was like, "Listen, guys, before you go, just want to tell you that I really, 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 like, if I already admired you, now that I know you guys, and I know that you're so down to earth, like, that just puts you on a whole other level." Because, you know, I feel like I explained before, I feel like it's so difficult to find a famous person like that that's so fucking down to earth. You know, willing to go out for a drink with, like, two complete strangers that they just met at their show. Like, that doesn't happen to anyone. So, you know, whatever. We go back to the venue, and they were all so nice. Like, super, super nice. They thanked us for taking them out. They said that it was one of the best, you know, nights of their entire tour, and it was just, like, absolutely fantastic. We left because they got on the bus, and Annika, my friend, and I just walked back home, and I was in a whole other planet. Like, it just seems so surreal. Like, what had just happened, I tried to make sense out of it, but I was like, I mean, I really am the luckiest person, because, like, what are the odds that, like, I was gonna forget my ID, or, like, not bring it because I didn't think I was gonna, you know, have to have it with me. Then be scared that I was gonna, you know, not make it to their show, and then not only meet them, but, like, take them out for a drink. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I've actually, I don't know, I mean, if I loved the Jezabels before, believe me, guys, I honestly don't think that there's ever gonna be a band that I'm gonna love more than I love them. Because, I mean, their music has gotten me through so much shit, and it's just like, I've been playing their music for a long time. I remember, you know, like, listening to them in Mexico. I remember listening to them 2 years ago in Europe, both in Wales and Barcelona and Italy, back in the UK, then back in Mexico, then in Atlanta, like, driving down I-75 with Leah in the car, just blasting and singing out loud to A Little Piece. Then in Madrid, I've been listening to them pretty much every day, and, like, even before the concert, every morning that I wake up to go to my job, I'm like, oh my god, I hate everything, but I just, like, listen to them. So, you know, like, if you've never heard of the Jezabels before, please go look for their stuff. They just came out with, well, not just, last year, they came out with their new album, Prisoner. I'll add a link somewhere around here. But yeah, anyways, I'll also add a link to the post with the pictures on my Tumblr, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really sorry it's so long, but it was worth it. Anyways, I'm gonna make another video soon about more gay related stuff. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded anything. I've been incredibly tired and sick. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I'm gonna cut out all the cough because I've been coughing like crazy, so it's probably gonna be like half the time that I see right now. But yeah, I've been sick and I've been busy, and I went to Barcelona 2 weeks ago. I'm going to Amsterdam and Copenhagen on winter break, so I need to work hard and get money for that. So anyways, but I'm gonna try and make more videos and keep this going. Ooh, sorry. Then again, proof. Alright guys, see you later. Love you.